I just wanted to say that we're not really certified motor cycle mechanics here at Blue Collar Bobbers, so a lot of this stuff that we're going to show you now, we just kind of find on YouTube and all that and asking mechanics. So anyway, I picked up this little hint on YouTube one time, and it really works great for siphoning gasoline out of gas tanks. So what you do is you just run your gas line into the tank and down into the gas can. I like the little clear tubing if possible at the end there. The whole thing can be clear, that'd be better. Then you can see the gas flowing. Okay, then what you do is you put the gas another line into the tank and you surround it with a rag. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, if you'll notice when I blew on that, what I do is it puts pressure in the tank and forces the gas to go down through the siphon line. That way you don't have to suck on the gas line and get gas in your mouth and stuff. So whatever you do, don't do that. Use this method, it's a lot safer and better. So go ahead and siphon as much gas out of the tank as you can, and then we'll continue on. Taking the gas tank off this bike is really pretty easy, so all you do is just remove this screw here, and don't you lose the washer. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to raise this up with a box like this. Put that in there. Then I'm going to show you how to disconnect this wire here, and there's a gas clip up in here that will show you how to get out, and then you just lift the tank off. This connector right here has a little tab on it that you push, and it should come apart. Now this bike's brand new, so that comes off pretty easily. But if your bike's older and it might be kind of corroded in there or whatever, so what I do on those, I can just put a screwdriver in there. So you just kind of pry right on that one area right there. You can see that or not right there. You can kind of put a screwdriver in there and kind of twist it. At least get it started, and then it should come out. Just like that. Okay, the last thing we need to do before we remove the tank is just remove this fuel line right here. I'm going to show you what the fuel line looks like here. Okay, this is what it is out of the bike. There's two ends. Okay, this end goes up, and you can see it under the bike there. And what it is, you have to squeeze the sides with your fingers. I don't know if you can see this or not, but when I squeeze on that, the little barbs inside open up. And what that does is, as you squeeze that, allows it to open up and pull off the barbs that are on the fuel tank. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. Okay, if you notice, it took me a minute to squeeze that and get that off there. You kind of have to twist it and squeeze it at the same time. Now, if it gets to be a real bear, I'm going to show you once I pull the tank off. You might want to try to remove it from down here, so I'll show you that in just a minute. And there you go, you just work the gas tank to the back of the bike and it should come right off. Here's the other side I was telling you about. You could also try to get it off this side. You could put your finger there and maybe have somebody push a screwdriver through here while you twisted it and pried it off too. That's another option if this one is a real stinker for you. You'll notice that I put a baggie over this and taped it around the fuel line there to keep this super clean. You don't want to get any dirt or anything in that line there. And then I installed this rubber base and the round thing here that goes on the tank and the washer. I'm just going to screw that on the bike so we don't lose this stuff. To remove the side covers, you just take the screw out, and then you pop this grommet, this piece out of the grommet, and then you lift up and out. Then what I do is I leave the screw in the bike here. That way you won't lose it. Do the same thing on the other side. Before you remove the fender, you'll have to disconnect the speedometer cable. Now this is it, after I've taken it out of the bike. This just swivels, and I just start it, I just start it with some pliers first. Just help it with some pliers to get it loose, and then it'll unscrew by hand. So that was basically down through here. And go ahead and remove that, and then we'll take the fender off. Using an opened or box end wrench, it's a 10 millimeter. Go ahead and remove these screws from inside your fork legs, and then you can take this fender off. Now one thing you'll want to do is either take these little bushings out, if you're going to have this painted, and put them in a bag, because don't lose these. There's 3 of them. There's not one here because it's part of this cable fastener there. So do that, and then go ahead and install this fork brace back on the bike and put the screws in just temporarily. That way you won't lose all this stuff. So go ahead and everything painted, and then we'll show you how to reinstall all this stuff once you get it done.